today is making chicken jerky dog treats.
Just like, but you said I could be the dog also.
Right.
Just like.
They are edible, they're human edible. These are organic chicken breasts, which you get at Costco, or we get them at Costco. They come in packs of 3 packs with 3 chicken breasts in each one of the packages.
You were telling me a story why you started making it yourself, that it was just hard to get good quality.
Yeah, we would go to the farmers markets and find people that made chicken treats, and we really weren't sure if this stuff was organic or not, and also they never always had the amount we needed in stock, because this dog lives on these things. He loves these treats, so 3 of these last him about a week. So basically we decided, well, for the cost and the hassle going up there and they didn't have them in stock, or we weren't sure, how well they were actually doing them, if they were organic or not, and we're kind of crazy about our dog. He eats better than we do.
It's like,
so,
well, I mean, you guys eat a lot of organic.
We do.
Yeah.
So basically you take these things and you get 3 packs. We put the others in the freezer, and then we put them out for a few hours for it to thaw so you can cut them up. And basically what we do is just cut them in strips.
Those are special poultry scissors, or just meat scissors?
Fiskars, scissors, and they're all purpose, and they do a really good job of cutting this stuff as long as it's thawed. And you just make sure we tried it with knives and stuff before, but
I was saying earlier that it would be annoying to cook with the dog barking, but this one you want the dog barking.
That's the dog we're cooking for.
And here, so this is what it looks like when you're done.
Yes, that's the
just like
finished.
When I first saw that, I was gonna snack on one myself.
They're actually pretty good. I've actually.
I mean, they're probably pretty chewy.
A little bit. It's like jerky if you bought it in the grocery store, like the meat jerky and stuff.
Okay.
They're very similar.
There's it seems like a lot of the jerky nowadays they grind it up and then make it into
Right.
And so people are so used to that really, really soft jerky.
Right. Yeah. This is a little bit more crunchy.
Yeah. And
basically, so you cut all these things up.
And are you trying to cut it as thin as possible, or?
Pretty much, yeah. I'd like to keep it about 1/4 of an inch thick, and then the whole length of the strip.
Oh, the long, yeah. It's like, you can tell you've been doing that a few times.
Yeah. And with the scissors, you don't cut your fingers off. The knife is kind of it's kind of hard to do this. It's tricky. Used to use knives on it, and this way at least I know where my fingers are when I'm cutting.
It's just, I know if I did it, it'd take a little while to practice cutting it that thin.
Yeah, the thinner you get it, the better.
And you don't flavor it. You don't.
Nothing. The chicken is just cooked, and it's actually dehydrated. We put it in our oven has a dehydrate feature, so we put it in there and it dehydrates them, which actually is a very low temperature. It's like 170 degrees to dehydrate, and it takes 6 hours.
And yeah, I mean, most people's ovens, I think, only go down to like 190. Right. So you have to have a special oven or a dehydrator to do it.
Right.
So.
And actually, this oven has air fry and all that, so the air is actually moving inside this oven to help it dehydrate that fast.
Oh, nice.
So it real low temperature for a long period of time.
My mom dehydrates. She's got a sun oven and she puts it outside.
Yep, and we've seen some separate that you can actually buy separate dehydrators, like electric ones that you can plug in and do different things with them, fruits and all kinds of things you can do with them.
I've been doing a lot of tomatoes.
There you go.
I like the, sun-dried tomatoes. But
yeah, it's kind of the messy part of it. And actually, this is what 3 chickens will make. That's one batch right there. So when they're all done, that's about how many you get.
Okay. And so, like a whole Whole oven full?
Yeah, we actually put them on 2 cookie sheets on wire racks.
Okay, so here you got.
So we're gonna put tin foil underneath the wire racks so that the drippings and stuff don't drip all over the pans. It's easier to clean up. You just toss the aluminum foil away when you're done versus having to scrub the pans and everything.
Yeah.
And the racks that we have, they're like a non-stick material, so it works out pretty well. I think she got those at like Kmart or Walmart or one of those places.
Now, the first batch you did it come out like perfect, or you have been working on making it better?
Well, pretty much the first ones, they weren't really cooked enough, so we really didn't know how long it would take to do them. I think the first one we started at about 5 hours, and 6 seems to be when they get to the perfect point where they're a little bit crunchy and everything is cooked all the way through. So that timing, 6 hours, seems to be right about on the money at 170 degrees. Our dehydrator will go down to whatever, but we looked on Google this stuff and kind of, found out how people do it and all that, so we kind of went by that.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
The nice thing is you're feeding your dog something, or it's organic, it's pretty good for them.
Yeah, when we went to the store to buy this, I was actually surprised how much the chicken jerky cost.
Right.
Like I was.
Yeah, we're paying like $25 for a small bag of it, and we get a little bit more than that, and we're paying probably about $25 here. But at least we know that this stuff is made, and it's because you can get stuff like from Amazon and that. Comes from Vietnam, it comes from all kinds of places, and I really would not want to feed my dog stuff that, and I think it even said in the packaging, US made. Well, the manufacturer is US, but it says it comes from Vietnam. So it's like, yeah, how long has that chicken been on ships and everything else? So we just said, well, at least this way we know what we're feeding our dog.
And it's not a lot of work. I mean, you have to cut it up, but you just have to set a timer and.
Pretty much.
It's just like
that done. So these guys are ready to lay out on our pans. So you take a cookie sheet like that and put your aluminum foil down. Put that on top of your pan. And you would
Yeah, that definitely makes it cook faster having that airflow.
exactly.
I'd probably make the mistake the first batch of just setting it right on the pan.
We actually did put it on racks, and without the aluminum foil, and it's like, man, it made a mess on the pan. So it's like it took me 2 hours pretty much to clean the pans up. I'm like, I'm not doing that again. So trial and error.
Just like, I want to make this like spice it and make it for myself.
Probably could.
Just
I mean, it's healthy, so it's, we're trying to keep them off as much red meat as possible. So this was better than, he likes steak a little bit too, so.
Have you tried doing that with steak?
I have not.
Yeah.
But that might be something to try in the future. And the thickness of them really doesn't matter. They shrink up pretty much, so that would be.
Yeah.
And then ideally, the ones he likes are the skinnier the better. So that pan is ready to go.
Yeah, I never knew ovens had a dehydrate setting, so that's cool.
Yeah, this was a newer one, and I saw it because of that air fryer. And I'm like, oh, we got this air fryer. Now I don't need it because you can put anything that, tater tots or whatever you want in the air fryer. So there was a dehydrate function on it. That was after I bought it, so I'm like, well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Just like One less, I mean, if it's an air fryer, one less tool to sit out on the counter.
Exactly. And it does a great job on the air frying too. You put the stuff in there and it makes them, the fries, French fries, and any type of foods, it does it a lot quicker. We've even done pizzas with the air fryer.
I mean, that's just, isn't just air fry is just a brand. So it's
Right.
like commercial ovens, they are just convection ovens. It's
Right.
air circulating.
Yeah, that's exactly it. This is a convection oven.
Right.
And air fryer is one of the settings on it. So, but normally just for cooking everything by having a convection on, it goes faster than just putting it in and baking it. So these pretty much will take up 2 pans.
Yeah, you've done it enough times, you know. I was wondering why you put some in the freezer, and now I know.
Yeah, because we have basically 3 weeks worth of this stuff with a package of 3. So he loves his treats at night, and before he eats, it's like an appetizer. All right, so that's all good.
And now you just said you put it in there, dehydrate mode for 6 hours.
Yeah.
What'd you say, 170 Fahrenheit?
170 degrees, and actually I'll put it at, so here's the dehydrate mode.
It's very prominent
And
there.
it starts at 150, and we dial it up to 170. And since the oven's not preheated, I'm gonna put a cook time of like 15 minutes more. So 6 hours and 15 minutes will allow it to get up to that temperature, and then hit start. And I put 2 pans.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's like someone's excited.
You're not getting them yet, buddy.
All right.
And that's it. 6 hours and 15 minutes. It'll beep and say they're ready to go.
Thank you for sharing that. Any last words?
No, it's good stuff for your dog, and you know it's nice to be able to get stuff that you know what it is made out of.